Fred's Kitchen 312, and today we had a fantastic tasting today, which was Jamaican cuisine. And my guest here today is Mr. Curtis Jackson. How are you, Curtis?
I'm doing well, Fred. How are you?
Absolutely wonderful. So what I need you to tell me, based on the list of things that I served you, what did you like and how did it make you feel? Our first dish today was a jerk lobster with a mango chutney.
The chutney was sweet, but not too sweet. The lobster was tender and very good, with just the right hint of heat from the jerk sauce. Everything worked together perfectly. It was very, very good.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, number 2 on the table was the jerk chicken.
The jerk chicken and the
jerk
and
rib.
the jerk ribs.
With what?
With
the
sauce, which made the dish everything. For me, that really made the dish everything. The chicken and the ribs were all seasoned very well, tender and everything. But when you dipped them in that sauce, that was the killer.
So that you liked it.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes.
So our fourth meal for the day was the Jamaican Oxtails.
Love the oxtails. Again, very tender. The flavor of the meat was excellent. The rice and beans underneath the oxtails were cooked very well. Again, the flavors that came through with just a hint of the jerk flavoring was excellent. It's all good.
Very good. That sounds good to me then. And our fourth one, which we almost forgot about, was our brown stewed chicken.
Brown stewed chicken was very good as well. I love the gravy that came with the brown stewed chicken. Made the cause I think you used thighs and legs, which normally I'm a white meat man, but the thighs and legs were flavored just the perfect way. It made it really good.
Okay, and then we had a little snack.
Oh, I love plantains. Plantains, yes, they're always a nice treat. For me, they're almost like a dessert, but they were excellent.
Wonderful. That's another tasting.
Right.
And then we all had our rum punch.
Well, yes. Which is probably maybe why my mouth is slurred a little bit. But no, the rum punch was excellent too.
Wonderful. Well, you know what? I appreciate you coming all the way from the other side of town to sit at my table and give me what you thought about the food I served.
Appreciated the invite and would come back again in a heartbeat.
Thank you so much. Well, people, you're in Fred's Kitchen 312, and we're going to follow up with yet another guest. Be back soon.
All right.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fred's Kitchen 312. And with me now is my guest, Mr. James Roberson.
Hey.
James, how are you?
I'm good.
So
I'm full.
You're full?
Yes.
Well, James came for our tasting today, which was Jamaican cuisine. So, James, we're going to start out with our first dish. And let me know how you felt about it. And that was our jerk lobster with a mango chutney and my sauce.
Well, so I will be very transparent. I am not a seafood person generally. And so I was a little concerned about the lobster, but it was delicious. It was really fantastic. The jerk sauce was perfect. The sauce that I think this is the first time or one of the first times you've used it before was excellent. And so that paired with the mango chutney was just fantastic.
Absolutely wonderful. Well, that sauce will be available soon. And the working name right now is going to be 312, but we're going to figure something out. But 312 sauce is going to be kicking.
Yeah. And you know, too, Fred, the sauce was very versatile. So it worked on the lobster, but I could see it having it turkey burger. I can see it in a bunch of other places too, which is great.
Thank you. So we're gonna go on to number 2, and number 2 was the jerk chicken and the jerk ribs,
Yes.
along with the sauce.
Excellent. The pairing, the presentation was fantastic. And two, now people more than ever are thinking about family-friendly foods, right? Things that are easy, that kids can grab quickly. And the rib was perfect. It fell right off the bone. It's not going to make a huge mess when you think, traditionally about ribs. It's a messy food. Yours fell off the bone with the fork, the sauce. It was perfect. And so when you think about family-friendly meals, as well as just different flavors, you brought everything together.
Why don't you go to the next one, which was the oxtails. And the oxtails were served with rice and peas. And what did you think about that?
I thought right from the start. So I think naturally, oftentimes we eat with our eyes first, right? And then we taste. And so what I liked about the oxtails was the presentation. It was laid out and presented very well. The sauce and the gravy that was on the oxtails was really savory. It was just fantastic. The pairing of the gravy, the oxtails, and the rice, and the presentation made it a 5. Gave it 5 stars for me.
Oh, wonderful. I appreciate that. Thank you. So after the oxtails, we sat for a minute and we chit-chatted and discovered there was yet another meal to taste.
Yes.
And that was the brown stew chicken.
Brown stew chicken, delicious. I have been to Jamaica a couple times, and I was telling everybody at the table that the flavors were so authentic to Jamaica and the food that I had there, and it really took me someplace else for an hour. And so that was nice. That whole experience was great.
All right, for being transported.
Yes.
All right, and then we had our little snacks, the plantains, and our drink of the day, which was the Jamaican Rum Punch.
I love rum and I love punch. So when you put those two together, it's a home run.
It's a winner, huh?
It's a winner.
All right. Well, you know what? I appreciate you for coming and sitting at my table.
Oh, thank you for having me at your table.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Robeson, and this is Fred's Kitchen 312 Jamaican Tasting Day. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fred's Kitchen 312. And with us today, we have our guest, Miss Nicole Clark Springer. Hello, Nikki.
Hello, Fred. How are you?
I'm wonderful, darling. How are you?
Good. I'm well fed.
Oh, and look. Now, since you're well fed, let's talk about what you've been fed. Today, we had a Jamaican tasting, and our first dish off was jerk lobster with a mango chutney and my sauce.
I'm a huge seafood fan, and so when you brought the jerk lobster out, I was so excited. And what I found were that the seasonings inside that you seasoned the lobster with was perfection. It wasn't overbearing inside the mouth with the barbecue sauce and the mango chutney. It was perfect, and I am looking forward to, hopefully you can bottle these seasonings. I can use them at home and use them in my kitchen as well.
Oh, well, you know what? Come soon, they say. Come soon. Yes, so it's in the works, and I'm glad that you liked it. Okay, now our second one is a Jamaican standard, and that's jerk chicken and then jerk ribs.
A fan of both. They were, the meat was seasoned to perfection, cooked to perfection, just enough jerk seasoning again. I was a big on seasoning, but the barbecue sauce was the standout for me.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, we're going to go to number 4, which was oxtails.
You know what? I really haven't had oxtails before. And so you were my first. And I hope that, and I'm not sure though, but I hope that, you'll continue to make them and have a recipe for me to try it at home inside of your new book. But I think wouldn't be able to compare them to anyone else. I think you'll be my first and only.
Oh, all right now. We love it. So oxtails for everybody in your house.
Yes.
Okay, and our next meal was the one that we almost forgot about, but it was still stand out, and that was my brown stew chicken.
Oh, the brown stew chicken. That was like a new, it might be my new comfort food now. Yes, I love food. It made me feel like home and made me think of, my grandmother and a legacy, which I'm hearing that is the name of your book, possibly coming out. And so it's something that I would love to be able to learn how to make and pass on to my girls. But I think it's going to be my new comfort food.
Well, that sounds wonderful. And yes, legacy is my working title. And I really appreciate that you're going to share with the babies.
Yes, the babies.
I love it. And then we had our snack, which is, this is a true Jamaican standard, fried plantains.
Oh, it's nice and sweet. A nice dessert. Not too much, not too heavy. Again, perfection. Just like the entire day.
Lovely. Now, I don't know if you had a chance to try our beverage for the day,
yes.
which was the Jamaican Rum Punch.
Yes, the rum punch. Very light cleansing of the palate with each dish that came out, and I think I'll sleep well tonight.
So it gave you a little kick.
Yes, yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is our guest, Miss Nicole Clark Springer. Thank you so much for stopping by, Nikki.
Thank you for having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are in Fred's Kitchen 312, and I'll holler at you in a little bit. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fred's Kitchen 312. And my guest here right now is Miss Mary Thatcher. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Fred.
Well, I want to thank you for coming by, stopping at our tasting. Today we had a Jamaican tasting. And I want to get a couple of your thoughts. One, about the first meal that you got today, which was the jerk lobster with the mango chutney and the sauce.
I enjoyed it. I'm really into anything with shells. So shrimp, crab legs, lobster tails, which you had. It was seasoned perfectly. Wasn't too overwhelming with a lot of spices in terms of it being too hot, because traditionally sometimes you get that real intense hotness when it comes to jerk flavoring. And I think that this was perfect for those that really want to taste the seafood element without being overwhelmed with the hotness that you tend to have sometimes when you're tasting jerk food.
Wonderful. And now we're going to go to number 2 that you had. I put it on a little salsa with rice and peas, and it was the oxtails.
Oxtails were good. I was really surprised that they were as tender as they were, because oxtails sometimes tend to be a little tough, and it really is important to cook them properly and to make sure they're marinated properly. And I think that you did an awesome job making sure that it's tender and it's falling off the bone, but also making sure that it gives it that flavor over the rice and peas without it being too much rice and peas, but just enough where you're really tasting the intensity of both dishes together.
I love it. I love it. And yeah, I have had oxtails that were kind of difficult, but you're in Fred's Kitchen 312. That's where they were good.
Yes.
Now, the next meal you had was the brown stewed chicken. And that also came with rice and peas.
Yeah, I mean, that too was really a labor of love. When you bite into the chicken, it was very tender again. It was meticulously cooked for a while. You can taste that. It really did give you that I'm in grandmama's kitchen kind of vibe. You knew that, I couldn't finish it, and it wasn't like you gave large portions, but that's how I felt, like just eating into it. The gravy and the roux base of it was really on point, and it made me feel like I was literally in the rainforest of Jamaica.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And it's wonderful coming from you, because your mom cooks, and your mama is the bomb cook. So I appreciate all of that love coming from you. And then our last piece, and I see it sitting on the side, we all had it. It was a drink of the day.
Oh, yeah.
The Jamaican Rum Punch.
Yeah, my Jamaican Rum Punch that I'm already down to, and I think this might be my third one.
Oh, see.
Yes, so it was really good. It was, you had a tinge of Malibu rum in there, all different types of juices, and then, of course, a hint of Bacardi Gold. We're not giving you Bacardi plugs or
Yeah.
Malibu. But Diageo, you need to hook my man up because, this was really good. So, yeah, it was on point, and I'm still drinking.
Oh, I love it, and I'll join you in a minute. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Mary Datcher. Thank you for coming, Mary.
Thank you for having me, Fred.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're in Fred's Kitchen 312, and that is it.